Planet Dolan.
It's a big, beautiful world out there, and you haven't even found a supermarket you like in your area. Stop sweating the small stuff. The clock's ticking. So pack your compass, some clean underwear, and come look at 15 places you have to check out before you die. My name is Nixium, and today, I'll be your narrator. Number 15. The Tunnel of Love, Ukraine. The Tunnel of Love is deep in the heart of Ukraine and is a rare collaboration between man and nature. The industrial trains passing through the deep foliage have carved out a tunnel in the leaves. It's become a popular romantic destination, partially because it makes for great photos all year round. The trains still run, so if you go, make sure you make out with your eyes open because being run over by a train might kind of ruin your date a little bit. Number 14. Devil's Pool, Zambia. This pool sits right on the lip of Victoria Falls in Zambia. A small rise in the rock stops swimmers being carried over the edge with the 500 million liters of water that rush past every minute. It's only safe at certain times of the year when the waters are low enough. Zambia actually has the highest rate of deaths by falling in the world. Now, we're not saying that these two elements are connected, but we're not saying that either. Number 13. St. Petersburg, Russia. Moscow may be the capital, but St. Petersburg, that is the jewel in the Russian crown. It's changed names as much as Prince, going from St. Petersburg to Petrograd to Leningrad and back to St. Petersburg, or St. Pete as the locals call it. It's like walking through a painting of Russia's grand history. The Hermitage is one of the largest, oldest, finest, and just generally ist museums ever built. Just don't visit in the winter, because the sea wind feels like it's blowing your soul out of your body. Number 12. Citadelle La Ferrière, Haiti. This is one of the largest fortresses in the Americas, and it sits almost a kilometer above sea level, looking out over the surrounding valleys. It was built in the 19th century by the newly independent Haitians to protect themselves from a French attack. You can still find piles of cannonballs stacked up on the ramparts too, so make sure you bring some binoculars and a lighter, because you never know when the next invasion might happen. Number 11. Angel Falls, Venezuela. Remember that Pixar movie Up? You know, the one about the old man and the balloons? The movie that totally didn't make you cry in the first 5 minutes? Well, Paradise Falls is actually based on the real Angel Falls in Venezuela. It's the tallest waterfall in the world, with water tumbling almost 800 meters. It's named after U.S. aviator Johnny Angel, who was the first person to fly over it. Angel really did have a nice fall, however, since they poured his ashes from the top of the waterfall in 1960. Number 10. Daintree Rainforest, Australia. It's the largest rainforest on the Australian continent, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site thanks to some of its ancient plants. It's like a window into the past, and it's home to some of the first species of plant to ever exist on dry land. It's also one of the rare places on Earth where the tropical jungle breaks into perfect white sandy beaches. You can even find amazing animals like the Bennett's tree kangaroo. That's right, a tree kangaroo. It's as cool as it sounds. Number 9. Prometheus Cave, Georgia. Prometheus stole fire from the gods and was punished by being chained to a rock underground. The cave of this ancient tale can be found in the heart of Georgia. It's like a cathedral underground, with neon lighting and epic music that plays when you near the famous rock. You can even take a boat down the underground river. Now, if you do this, and you don't imagine that you're Harry Potter or in the Goonies, you're doing it wrong. Number 8. Montmartre, France. This area is so Parisian that it looks like a fake version of itself. You can spot it from across the city by looking for the famous white domes of the church Sacré-Cœur. Montmartre is all beautiful cobbled streets full of artists. There are boutique shops and plenty of cafes selling coffee, wine, and reckless amounts of cheese. It's a place where many artists have also called home. Picasso, Dali, Monet, Van Gogh, and many others have waggled a brush there at some point. Number 7. Blue Lagoon, Iceland. Iceland looks like an alien landscape with its sparse, bleak lava fields, ice caves, and stone monsters. So the Blue Lagoon must be where the galactic travelers all hang out, enjoying the 39 degrees Celsius water even while the snow falls all around. The salt, silica, sulfur, and stuff are all supposed to be really good for your skin. Number 6. Yangtze River, China. Known as Changjiang in China, that means the Long River. And to be fair, it is the third longest river in the world. It's breathtakingly beautiful, and completely different depending where along its 6,300 kilometers you visit. There's the Yangtze Delta, where 20% of China's GDP comes from, and then there's the Three Gorges Dam, the largest power station in the world. Up towards the source, it runs through deep gorges covered in green carpets of plants. It's deeply gorge-us. Did you get it? That was a pun. Number 5. The Madhahu Islands, the Maldives. It might sound like something out of a Dr. Seuss story, but the Madhahu Islands in the Maldives have beaches which glow blue at night. There's a beautiful island known as Madhahu that I'm totally mispronouncing. When the sun goes down, the sea glows blue. People come from all round for a sunny vacation, and the bright night light of the ostracod crustacean. Yeah. The Dr. Seuss tale probably doesn't mention that the resort is about $1,000 a night, though. And the dream is dead. Number 4. Fly Geyser. These geothermal geysers are actually man-made. Farmers were trying to find a way to irrigate the area in the early 20th century, but hit a vein of boiling geothermic water. In 1964, some poorly done drilling led to a new geyser. The spray built up a mineral deposit, which now stands about 1.5 meters high. The minerals and many varieties of algae are what produce the amazing mixes of colors. The land is now owned by the Burning Man Festival, so many of the new visitors will probably think it's all just a big hallucination. Number 3. Königssee, Germany. If one of your life mottos is, if it was good enough for Hitler, it's good enough for me, then you are a terrible person. But the Fuhrer did have a favorite magical holiday spot in Berchtesgaden. The Nazis even built him a house atop a mountain for his 50th birthday, nicknamed Eagle's Nest by the Allies. It has a gold-plated elevator that still will take you up inside the mountain. Nearby Königssee is a crystal-clear lake encircled by snow-capped mountains. The water is the cleanest in Germany, and they only allow electric boats to preserve it. It's incredibly peaceful, so long as you forget about all that Nazi stuff I just talked about. Yeah. Number 2. Jigokudani Monkey Park, Japan. This is set in the Josenetsu Kogen National Park, which means Hell's Valley in Japanese, and it's thanks to the steam that boils out of the crack in the frozen ground. The hot springs are fueled by all the volcanic activity, and nearby, Mount Asama is the most active on the main island of Japan. But, aside from the beautiful setting, the stars of the show here are the Japan Maquettes, who bathe in the hot pools and charm food out of the tourists. So, make sure to bring a camera and a second lunch. And number 1, Kokora Valley, Colombia. This lush green valley is found high up among the Andes. It's home to the Quindino wax palm, which was adopted as the national symbol of Colombia. The tall, smooth trees grow up to 60 meters high and poke the low-hanging clouds. It gives the entire place a very dreamlike quality. One of the best ways to see all of this is on horseback, and if you stick a carrot on your horse's head, you can live out all of your magical unicorn dream rides. This has been Nixium, signing off.